Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's reading is going to be a general twin flame reading for the collective. But before I get started with the reading, I was supposed to do a deck giveaway this past weekend, but I was really busy and I had my cat who is sick for a couple of days, and I was not able to do that because I was doctoring my cat. So I'm probably going to do it in another few days, probably Friday. I do have all the names ready. I just need to do it. I just want to, I was supposed to send a post out to let you guys know, and I wasn't able to do that. So I just want to be a little bit more prepared before I do that. Okay. So it will probably on Friday or Saturday that I'll give you guys time, to know ahead of time. All right. So anyways, again, today's reading is going to be just a general twin flame reading. I went ahead and pulled a couple of cards here just to kind of get a theme for general energy, what's going on. So let's see. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at these cards. So the two cards that we have for, just the basic theme of the reading, we have acceptance and we have boundaries. So acceptance says everything happens for a reason. And then boundaries says firm boundaries are needed now. So with these two cards here, I feel like someone has broken some boundaries, okay? Because now some firm boundaries are needed. So someone in the connection has broken some boundaries. And because of this, now we have everything happens for a reason and acceptance, right? So I feel like whatever it was that broke these boundaries, or whoever it was that broke these boundaries, now it's the counterpart is like having to accept what this person did to them. Not having to accept, but like having some acceptance around that, this person did something, right? Or it could be that the person who did the breaking of the boundaries is now having to accept the repercussions for what they did, and everything happens for a reason. So it can go, either way, but all in all, somebody did break some boundaries. And so now, because somebody broke some boundaries, something has happened, but it's happened for a reason. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull some tarot, see what's going on here. So Spirit, what do you want to add to this? What do you want to add to this? And you know what? Let's pull a few cards for Divine Masculine first, and then we'll pull some cards for Divine Feminine to see kind of like who's done what. All right. So let's pull Spirit for Divine Masculine. What can you tell me about Divine Masculine? What can you tell me about Divine Masculine? You know what? I don't want to use this. I want to use reversals, because with reversals I can see where the problem is, rather than when you use uprights, you don't really always get to see the challenges like you do with reversals. So I'm going to go ahead and use reversals. For Divine Masculine, Spirit. Some of the decks are uprights and some of them have reversals in them. So, I have to choose which ones I want to use. But, all right, let's see. Give me some energies for Divine Masculine. For Divine Masculine, give me some energy, Spirit. Tell me what's going on here. Give me a little bit of a storyline. First card out is we do have the Hermit in reverse. the Ace of Swords. So we have the Hierophant in reverse and the Ten of Cups. All right. So we have the Hermit in reverse. We have the Ace of Swords in the upright, the Hierophant in reverse, and then we do have the Ten of Pentacles in the upright. So that's good. But I want to go ahead and pull some cards here for Divine Feminine now, because I just want to see what's going on her side. I kind of want to see, you know, who maybe broke the boundaries. So give me some cards here for Divine Feminine, Spirit, for Divine Feminine, for Divine Feminine. Give me some cards for Divine Feminine. Uh-oh. 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 Okay, Divine Feminine. Whew. Already with this Queen of Pentacles in reverse, that's not a good sign. But up here we do have, you know, the Hierophant, which is in reverse, which is also not a good sign. So, but the thing about it is that the Queen of Pentacles in reverse can be jealous. All right, so I don't know if it was you. And look, you're getting all reverses here. I mean, I can kind of already see what the storyline is. I do feel like Divine Feminines, have been a little bit jealous, a little angry, not grounded. The Queen of Pentacles is somebody who's not grounded when she's in reverse. So Divine Feminines, I do feel like, you know, you've been kind of out of balance lately, not really grounded, but I think it has to do with that Hierophant in reverse, because your Divine Masculine is not showing his commitment issues, and I think that's what's kind of, you know, driving you a little bit crazy. All right, one more card, Spirit, one more card. And it definitely has to do with Divine Masculine. So, I mean, listen, here's the deal. So I just feel like Divine Feminines right now, of course she loves her Divine Masculine because he's showing up, you know, on her side as, you know, her loving, you know, king, you know, the one that she loves, the one where all her emotions are at. But she is upset with him, okay? She's upset with him. I do feel like it does have to do with the Hierophant in reverse. You know, he's not acting right when it comes to his commitments, when it comes to you. And I feel like this is starting to kind of get you a little bit out of balance, a little bit ungrounded. And so, you know, you probably, you know, did something. You probably did something that, you know, did have to do with these boundaries. All right. So, but let's go ahead and talk about Divine Masculine. So we do have Divine Masculine showing up with the Hermit here in reverse. So the Hermit in the upright is somebody who does go into Hermit mode, but they go into Hermit mode because they need that time to find enlightenment and to do some soul searching. That is the reason why you always see, you know, an elder person carrying this light, you know, because of course when you think of somebody older, you think of wisdom. When they carry that light, that's that light of enlightenment, right? So when it's in reverse, this is saying that this Divine Masculine, this is something that he's needing right now. He's needing to go within and do some soul searching. Because number one, we have the Hierophant here that's in reverse. So when it comes to his spiritual self, he needs to also get grounded. He also needs to start resonating on higher spiritual vibration, okay? Because he might be a bit stuck in the 3D right now. And so Spirit is saying that, you know, this is something that he's needing right now, okay? And maybe he even knows he's needing this right now. It also could be that, you know, it could also be that he knows he's going to need to take some time out for himself, okay? And because he's going to need to take some time out for himself, he's not going to be able to be speaking to you and be committed too much to the connection, because he's going to need to concentrate on himself, okay? But because this is in reverse, it's telling me this hasn't happened yet, okay? So he may have, you know, had a conversation with you and said something along the lines as, listen, I need to take a step back. I need to do some soul searching, which obviously is, you know, going to, you know, put you guys at a distance, and he's not going to be able to be as committed. And so I feel like because of that, that's the reason why you're showing up as the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, okay? But look, the thing about it is that we have two cards here that are really beautiful, though, because again, this is a divine masculine who knows this is something that's needed. Why? Because he wants to get some soul searching, like I said, but he wants to start being a little honest. I feel like he needs to be by himself right now so that he can start, you know, the Ace of Swords is about clarity and truth and new opportunities following when you're able to get that clarity and truth. So I feel like this is the reason why this divine masculine is wanting to take some time out for himself. And if you hadn't heard from your divine masculine in a while, then it could just be that this is still something that he's needing to do, okay? He's not been committed to the connection, and so this is something that he's needing to do. But ultimately, it's something still that he knows he needs to do. It's something that he wants to do, because ultimately he does want to get to this Ten of Pentacles. This is being with you, okay? This is being with you in the physical 3D world. And, you know, because you see the woman and the man and the children and the grandmother and the dog, you know, this is, you know, building a life in the physical world with you, okay? This is something that he wants, but he knows that in order to get to this Ten of Pentacles, he's going to have to be by himself right now. He's gonna have to break the commitment to the connection, not his commitment to you, but to the connection for now, just so that he can get some clarity and truth and have this opportunity for a new beginning that will lead to this Ten of Pentacles, okay? And so this could be why we have boundaries, okay? You know, I feel like this is a divine masculine who's like, I need to set up some boundaries right now. And these boundaries are, I need to take some time out for myself. And I want you to accept this, because everything happens for a reason. By me taking out some time for myself, going into hermit mode and doing this soul searching and having to, you know, just put the commitment to the side for right now is eventually going to benefit this connection in the long run, okay? So I feel like there was a conversation that's happened, all right? But I feel like because you, divine feminine, right now, you're not in a grounded space, especially in the 3D, because this is, you know, Queen of Pentacles. This is the 3D. So right now you're thinking more on the lines of the 3D, and you're thinking, oh, he probably just wants to go away because he probably wants to go date other women and see what else is out there. He doesn't want to be committed to this connection. You know, that's what happens when you're not grounded, and that's what happens when, you know, you're out of balance, okay? And Pentacles is just saying that this is what's happening physically in the physical world, okay? So I feel like you don't really, you may not believe him, but I am seeing that he's wanting to make this effort. Okay, he hadn't done it yet. He's wanting to do it. Okay, and for those of you who hadn't, you know, been in communication, you probably, this is just how you feel about your counterpart. You know, you probably feel like, you know, he's disappeared, he's not committed, but when in fact he's doing this for the greater good of the connection later on down the road. Okay, so then we have, you know, so next to the Queen of Pentacles, we do have the Ten of Cups, and it is in reverse. So I feel like the reason why you have the Ten of Cups in reverse is because, again, you feel like your divine masculine doesn't want to have this Ten of Cups with you. You know, this is like the Ten of Pentacles, right? But the Ten of Pentacles is really talking about the physical world, and the Ten of Cups is more along the lines as the emotions, right? This is, you know, this is the emotions that the next step would be to actually manifest it in the physical world, right? So this is the intent to want to get there, right? But because it's showing up in reverse, you feel like he doesn't have any more emotions for you. You feel like he doesn't love you anymore. You feel like, you know, he's not happy with you anymore, okay? And so you feel like this is the reason why. So we have the Page of Pentacles next to it, also in reverse. So you do feel like you're losing something here, okay? You feel like you're losing something with this Page of Pentacles. You feel like you're losing his love. You feel like you're losing his emotions. You feel like he doesn't love you anymore, and that's really not the case, okay? Because number one, he is showing up still as the King of Cups in the upright. So this clearly says, number one, you love him and he loves you, okay? And you're basically just putting this stuff in your mind, okay? It looks this way because, again, he is wanting to take some time out. He is wanting to step away from the commitment of the connection right now. But again, it's for the greater good. It's for a new beginning. It's so he can get clarity and truth on how to proceed forward and get to this Ten of Pentacles. So, you know, I do feel like, you know, this is why you're just a little bit, you know, you may not believe him or whatever. And so he's basically saying that this is what I have to do right now. This is what I have to do. And so I have to set up this boundary right now, and I need you to accept that right now. Okay? So, you know, I always think that it's good when a divine masculine is able to see that what he's been doing in the physical world has not been working. And so when it's not been working, you have to do something about it. And that starts by doing some soul searching and asking Spirit to help you, the Hermit, okay? He's not done it yet. He's something he's wanting to do, okay? Because I think that he's just been maybe holding back a little bit because I think he's been holding back a little bit because he was afraid to tell you that this is what he needed. He was afraid that you were going to think that he doesn't want to be committed to you anymore. He was afraid that you were going to think that he doesn't love you anymore and have these emotions for you anymore. He was afraid that you were going to think that you were losing him. Page of Pentacles. But he's saying that no, he does still love you. He wants this Ten of Pentacles. He wants to be able to show you this Ten of Cups in the physical world. Okay? So, you know, and for those of you who just haven't heard from your divine masculine in a long time, it could be that they have gone into hermit mode, and that's why you haven't heard from them, because they're still doing their soul searching. They hadn't really come out of it yet. Okay? And so they're still, you know, they're still trying to figure it out, you know. But again, as I said before, I think it's always a good thing when they can be accountable and say, what hasn't been working, I need to be able to go and go within, do some soul searching, and come out of this with truth and clarity, so that I can give you this 10 of Pentacles. All right, so let's pull a few more cards here for the connection. Spirit, give me a few more cards here for the connection, some combined energies for the connection itself. Not separately, but together. So we have the answer is yes. What is the answer yes about? Spirit, what is the answer yes about? The answer is yes. Your divine masculine will return, okay? So if you're feeling like you've lost them and they don't love you, well, number one, you're wrong about that. And number two, you're worried about whether or not they're going to come back. Yes, they are. They will come back to the connection, because as I said, this is for the connection combined, right? This connection will return back to its, you know, it will return back to its normal state. And it will, okay, lessons. So you see, your divine masculine will return. He will learn some lessons while he is, you know, by himself doing this soul searching. He's going to learn some lessons here. That's why he's doing it anyways. That's why he's doing it. What else, Spirit? What else? Okay, so this is more confirmation. More confirmation. We have unawakened, and there is a divine masculine in this picture. Okay, what did I say? This is a divine masculine who's taking accountability for the fact that he knows that what hasn't been working in the physical world, now he's having to go within, do some soul searching, getting help from spirit to really guide him, to help him learn some lessons. Why? Because he's not awakened. All right, because if he was awakened, then he wouldn't need to go away, right? He wouldn't need to break he may, you know, with this Hierophant here. So number one, like I said before, with the Hierophant, this is also an indication when the Hierophant is in reverse. So the Hierophant can be about marriage, it can be about commitment, but it can also be about spirituality. Okay, the fact that it's in reverse is saying that he's lacking in his spirituality, and this is why he's not able to commit fully. Okay, so this is an unawakened masculine. If he was awakened, then this Hierophant would be in the upright. It's not, it's in reverse. So he's lacking in spirituality, which is why he's needing to go into hermit mode, so that he can feed himself with that inner spirituality. Okay, and what that's going to do is help him learn some lessons. It's going to give him clarity and truth. It's going to help him to lead to that 10 of Pentacles. Yes, he will return. So while you're over here, you know, thinking that he's not, Spirit is clearly saying he's going to return. And for those of you who haven't heard from your masculine in a while, he will return. And when he returns, he will be awakened. When he returns, he had learned these lessons. And when he returns, he'll be able to give you that 10 of Pentacles. But right now, the boundary is that you have to let him be alone. And you do have to accept it, because this is happening for a reason. Okay? So, all in all, I think this is absolutely beautiful, because this is a divine masculine who knows what he has to do in order to be with you correctly, in order to commit to you correctly. And that's absolutely beautiful. So let's go ahead and pull a couple of the future energies. Let's pull a couple of future energies for this divine masculine and divine feminine. Future energies. Future energies for this divine masculine and divine feminine. The Chariot, absolutely beautiful. This is victory. This is success. This is moving forward. Okay, moving forward confidently and successfully. The love. There you go. We could stop right there. We could stop right there. So this is a divine masculine who's going into hermit mode so that he can do what he needs to do, so that he's able to come out of it. And in the future, we have the Chariot and the Lovers. This is being successful. This is you guys moving forward successfully as lovers, as twins. We're gonna pull just one more card. One more card. Okay, well, we had 2 that came out. Well, at 3. All right. So I think it was like this. All right, so we do have the 7 of Swords here. So I do feel like for some of you, the reason why this divine masculine is doing that, or doing some soul searching, is because he could have, and this is not for all of you, but this is for some of you. This is a divine masculine who, 7 of Swords, has lied to you, who has, deceived you in the past, who's cheated, lied, just deception, right? So I feel like, yeah, it's showing up for future, but it's not saying that. It's not saying that this is going to happen in the future. What this is saying is that from where, the reason why he's doing this is because this is somebody who recognizes, again, they're taking accountability for the way that they've been and for what was not working. The fact that it's, in between these other beautiful cards is basically saying that this is where he's going to be successful now. He's going to be successful in moving forward to his lover, which is you, as twin flames, working on, things that he's done in the past, moving forward to you, divine feminine, his Empress. But the Empress is also about, this is also about happiness and abundance. So being fruitful, and you can see she's pregnant here. Some of you, I do feel like in the future, when you're able to come together, I do feel like, you know, some of you could be even getting pregnant in the future, okay? But other than that, this is, you know, a rebirth of your connection, okay? And this is happiness and abundance. So, Spirit is just saying, be a little bit patient. Temperance, be a little bit patient. Because with patience comes healing. Because I do feel like even you, Divine Feminine, you need to, because also temperance is about tempering yourself, right? It's about balance. It's about being patient, right? So Spirit is just saying that, you know, for the future, in order for these beautiful things to happen, the Chariot, the Lovers, and the Empress, you have to let him work on these things that were not working, things that he was doing to you, okay? And, you know, obviously because he's not awakened, he's not spiritually ready at this time in the physical world. He knows that he needs to go off and basically cleanse himself from, you know, some of the behaviors that he's done in the past, okay? And so I feel like that's too why this temperance is here. This is about healing, but this is also a time for you to heal, a time for you to be patient, okay? So in order to get to this point, in order to have these beautiful future energies, these are just a couple of things that you need to work on. But also, these are things that you both will need to work on even in the future when you come together. Because listen, the work doesn't stop just because you come together, and this is clearly saying you will. The work still doesn't stop. So when you come back together, you both cannot be lying and deceiving each other, and you both have to learn to be patient with each other and be kind with each other and temper yourselves with each other and heal together. So this is absolutely beautiful. You can have this beautiful connection back, but you're gonna have, you know, your Divine Masculine is just setting up some boundaries right now, and you do have to accept that, and you do have to let him do what he needs to do for right now. And in the end, it's gonna all be for the greater good of your connection, and that's absolutely beautiful, okay? So, you know, you can't ask for anything better than that. You really can't. So let's see, I want to pull a couple of cards here just to kind of close this out. Let's see, I want to make sure. Let's just pull a couple of cards here to close this out. This has been a beautiful reading. Just, you know, Divine Feminines, you're just going to have to, you know, accept these boundaries for now. And in the end, it's going to be for the greater good. So final messages to close this out. Oh my God. Woo. So we have 1111. You already know what that means, okay? Come on. So 11 is 11. It says numbers in double synchronicities. Did I bring these glasses? I thought I brought the glasses because, man, my eyes are so bad sometimes. I say it, and I thought I had brought them, but I guess I didn't. All right, let's see. It says 1111. Numbers in double synchronicities in 2. Don't hold back. Don't hold back your love now. Life is meant for you. Pass this on. Numbers in doubles, synchronicities in 2s. Don't hold back your love now. Don't hold back your love now. Life is meant for you. I guess it's like a little rhyme, but I'm obviously messing up the rhyme, okay? Because I just can't see it. And I swear I thought I brought in my reader's glasses, but I don't see them. But then I could probably just be blind, and they could be here. Oh well. Anyways, we all know what 1111 is. It's a synchronicity, okay? It's not, it's not, this number 1111 is not just a synchronicity, but it's the number for lovers, okay? And it says, don't hold back your love now because life is meant for you. So, this is basically saying that, we have the lovers here, and then this card here, 1111, twin flames. This is all about twin flames, This is the life that's meant for you with your twin, okay? So, don't hold back, don't ignore these boundaries right now, because in the long run, it's gonna be good for the connection, okay? And when he comes back, and he will, it's clearly showing that he will, don't hold back your love then either, okay? Because this is the life that is meant for you. It's clearly saying this is the life that's meant for you, all right? And then here, which we've already talked about, we have the card birth, okay? And it says, another gateway appears in view. New life is unfolding with blessings to you. And what did I say about the Empress? That I felt like when you guys come back together, and you clearly will, that somebody's going to get pregnant. And what did I say? And that's exactly what this card is saying. Birth. So some of you, another gateway appears in view. New life is unfolding with blessings to you. So some of you, when you come back together, you are getting pregnant. You will be having children together. But see, here's the thing. Didn't we already say that? Because we already see the 10 of Pentacles. This is, the woman, the man, the children, the grandma, the dog. This is the whole life. So I'm telling you, this is a divine masculine who's he's setting up these boundaries right now. But I'm telling you, accept that for right now, because everything happens for a reason, what Spirit is saying. Accept these boundaries for right now, because I promise you, when this is over, once he comes out of this hermit mode, he is going to have this renewed spirit. He will be vibrating on the spiritual level. He'll be able to get rid of these behaviors from the past. You guys will learn how to be patient. This is going to teach you patience, and it's going to help you heal, okay? And when you come back together, you guys are going to be building this family together. You're going to be getting pregnant. You're going to have this 10 of Pentacles, and you guys are going to start having children together, and it's just absolutely beautiful. We have confirmation with the lovers. We have confirmation with the 1111. I mean, we have confirmation because I had already said that from the beginning with the 10 of Pentacles, then the Empress, and now birth. How much more confirmation do you need? So again, absolutely beautiful. You guys, here's what I have to say. If your divine masculine has put up some boundaries so that he can, step away from the connection right now, because he's telling you that this is what he needs to do so that he can do some soul searching, believe it, because I am seeing that you don't really believe it. You think he's going to go off and do something else. No, he's really telling you the truth, okay? And he's doing it for the greater good of your connection. And you guys will come back together, okay? The answer is yes, he will return. You will come back together, the lovers, the chariot. And you will have a family together. 10 of Pentacles, the Empress, and birth. So there you go. So that's all I have for you. If anybody's interested in a personal reading, the information is always in the description box. I love all of you. And we'll talk to you on the next one. Bye-bye.